Now there is a different set of questions that can be solved with the help of first principle or delta method. So the procedure is going to be same. The only difference is that there is power is in fractions. So till now whatever questions we have seen, the powers were like exact values. So when powers are in fractions, a different procedure we apply in between. Although the steps that you have already seen about the first principle, that are going to be same. So let us start with the same procedure. So if I will tell you to solve the question with a shortcut method, so as I discussed earlier, if we take the differentiation, power comes above and from the power 1 is deducted. So our answer should be minus 2 by 3, or we can say 1 upon 3. If x goes down, it can be positive. So this is a shortcut method with what our answer is this. And when you will apply this long procedure of first principle, then also you are going to get the same answer. So let us start with the first principle, because in this question it has been given that you have to apply the first principle only. So our first step in the first principle was y is equals to x plus 1 upon 3, just giving it the name of first equation. Second step was you have to add the increments. So y plus delta y is equals to x plus delta x power 1 by 3. Till the time it was under root half, it was quite easy to solve with the help of rationalization. But when the power is in other fractions, in that case there is a little difference. So now what we have to do is, we will be just solving it with the help of another technique. So this is the internal x plus delta x. I am going to divide it with x and multiply it by x. I hope you all are clear that dividing and multiply, it will be 1, so it is not going to impact. So I am just putting it like that. So why I have done this, it will be clear in the next step. From here, if I want to take x 1 upon 3 common, I can take now. Earlier there was nothing common, but now x is here and here also one x is there, and both are having power 1 upon 3. So I have taken one common here, and here it will be 1 because this has come out. This has also gone, so it will be delta x by x and its power will be 1 upon 3. So I again repeat the process. This is same till whatever you have done till now. Here I have multiplied by x and divided by x, because when I cancel it, it will be 1, so it will be this only. But by doing this, I can take at least one thing outside common. X both sides have come, so x power, because its whole power was 1 upon 3, so I have taken x power 1 upon 3 inside, it has come out, so 1 delta x, it has also come out, divided by x. So what is the purpose of doing this? Because here you will see further we will apply binomial theorem. There we need something like 1 plus n. So 1 is very much required. So to have this 1 in the question, I have just taken this common. Now moving ahead, as we have seen, our first step is okay. This becomes our second step. Now our third step is we have to do 2 minus 1, as we have seen in all the questions. So here second minus 1, so from the second, this is our second, so y plus delta y minus y, this is first, and here on the right hand side, x power 1 by 3, 1 plus delta x upon x power 1 by 3 minus, now this is our main, 1 by 3. So I have just done 2 minus 1. By 2 minus 1, we will get these values. So on the left hand side, as done earlier, it will be same. So we will be having delta y. And on the right hand side, now you can see this is a one part and this is the second part. Here what is common? I hope you all can see that x1 by 3 is common. So if x1 by 3 is common, I have taken this out. So inside we are left with 1 plus delta x by x power 1 upon 3 minus 1. Now it is the time to apply the binomial theorem. It is here where a new step will be introduced, because the power was in fractions. So to solve these powers, we are going to apply binomial method here. So here you need not write there, but I would like to clarify with you that binomial method or theorem we are going to apply. So according to binomial theorem, if anything is having x power n, so that is like solved as like n comes further, x stays at its own place, 1 factorial. 1 factorial means 1 only, plus n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into x square. Like this binomial theorem is extended, plus n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into x cube. So like this binomial theorem is applied. So this is applied when x power is having n. So here also in the question, now we have reached till here. I'll show you how we will apply binomial theorem over here. I'm just copying whatever we have got till now here. So this was what we have got. So for applying the binomial theorem, we required here also 1 and here also 1. So how the binomial theorem will be applied? This outside part is going to be same because binomial theorem start from here, from 1 plus. So now for application of this theorem, 1 will be at its own place, 1 plus this delta x by x is having power 1 upon 3. So now according to the theorem, n comes further. If x is power n, n will come further. So now n is 1 upon 3. So 1 upon 3 will come further into x will be at its own place. This is our x. Delta x by x. This will be at its own place. Plus. Now if you see from the question, there was n minus 1 upon 2 factorial. Again there was n minus 2 3 factorial. So this formula is going to be endless. Again we can extend here n minus 3 divided by 4 factorial. So till where we can go, there is infinite time. So that is why we write here dash 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 higher powers of delta x. It means depending upon the power of delta x, this formula can be extended n number of times. So this was a part where binomial theorem has been applied. I again repeat, it is same. 1 will be at its own place. This 1 upon 3 will come further. This will be at its own place, plus you will write higher power of delta x. So in the last you can see minus 1 is there. So we will write minus 1 also here. Correct. So now going further, if you see this minus 1 and positive 1 can be deleted. So here delta y will be is equals to x power 1 by 3. This is same. Inside it is 1 upon 3 delta x upon x plus higher powers of delta x. So we are going to write it like that. So here one more thing we can do is, I am just taking this delta x out because I know in the next step I can cancel this delta x. So delta x power 1 upon 3 is at its own place and 1 upon 3x is inside. This delta x has gone out, plus higher powers of delta x. We will write it in the same manner, right? So next will be on the left hand side, you all can see delta x is there. Now our next point is we have to divide both the sides by delta x. So on the left hand side we have delta y. If we divide it, it will be delta y upon delta x. On the right hand side you can see here we have delta x into x 1 upon 3. So when we will divide the right hand side with delta x, we will be left with x 1 upon 3. So 1 upon 3x plus higher powers of delta x. So in every question you have to write like this only, higher powers of delta x, and then you can put like this. So now next step, we all know the last step is taking the limit. So if we take the limit on the left hand side, by taking the limit we will be converted into differentiation dy upon dx, and here x power 1 upon 3 will be as it is. 1 upon 3x will not be affected. Higher powers of delta x. So higher powers of delta x means how many powers are there? So wherever delta x will be having power, so it will become 0, 0, or you can just write it like that. So whatever powers are there, it will become 0. So ultimately on the right hand side we are left with x power 1 by 3 multiplied by 3 1 upon 3 x. So, and if we want to solve it further, we can just write it x 1 upon 3 into 1 upon 3. If x goes above, it will be power will be minus 1. Now bases are same, so powers can be added. 1 upon 3 x, 1 upon 3 minus 1. So it will be 1 upon 3 x power minus 2 by 3, and finally we can write 1 upon 3 x power 2 by 3. So this can be written like this, 1 upon 3 x power 2 by 3. So this is the answer. Now this is another question where we will apply binomial method. So here the question is y is equals to 2n by 3. So first step of the first principle method was putting the function is equal to y. So we have put the function is equal to y. So this becomes our first equation. The second step is adding the increments. So we will add the increments on both the sides. On the left hand side it will be y plus delta y. On the right hand side it will be x plus delta x power 2n by 3. So to ease down further calculations, let us make changes here only. As we have seen in case of previous example also, to take out something common, because we want 1 to come here. So I am multiplying and dividing by the same element x. So by this we will get power 2n by 3. If I want to take x common, now yes, I can take x common. 2n divided by 3, it can be taken common. So inside it will be 1 plus delta x divided by x, having power 2n divided by 3. This is how we have done in the previous question also. So after this, again this becomes our second equation. Now step number 3, second equation minus the first equation. So on the left hand side it is very obvious that it will be y plus delta y minus y, and on the right hand side it will be x power 2n by 3, 1 plus delta x by x power 2n by 3 minus from the first equation x power 2n by 3. So in the left hand side we can delete it. So what we will get is delta y is equal to, here this is the first portion of the question and this is the second portion. So we can see that x power 2n by 3 is common on both the sides. So we are left with 1 plus delta x by x having power 2n by 3 minus 1. So now we can apply binomial theorem very easily over here, because we have got plus 1 in front and in the last also there is minus 1. So now here binomial, as we have seen in previous example, binomial method can be applied over here. So as we discussed earlier, with the help of binomial theorem, this is going to be same, x power 2n by 3. This 1 will also be same, 1 plus this power will come further, 2n divided by 3, and this delta x upon x will be at its own place, right? Plus we will write higher powers of delta x. This you have to write as it is in every question, and in the last minus 1 will be at its own place. So this is how we have done in the previous questions also. So now this minus 1 and positive 1 can be deleted easily. So what we are left with, on the left hand side we have delta y, on the right hand side 2n by 3, inside it is 2n by 3 multiplied by delta x by x plus higher powers of delta x. This word we will repeat. Now as discussed in the previous question, we will apply the same method over here. What we have to do is, left hand side is going to be same, delta y. On the right hand side, this, because we know in the next step we have to divide by delta x. So I am taking this delta x also out, and this x power 2n by 3 is going to be same at its own place. Inside we will be left with 2n by 3 x, because this delta x has come out, so x will be there, plus higher powers of delta x. This word we will repeat. Now taking to the next step, dividing both sides by delta x. Now dividing the left side by delta x, this will be the result, and right side if we will divide by delta x, it will be deleted, so we will be left with this 2n 3x plus higher powers of delta x. Now finally the last step, taking the limit. If the limit is taken on the left hand side, it becomes differentiation d upon dx of y. Now this is not going to be affected, there is no delta x. Inside this is not going to be affected, it is going to become 0. So now our final answer will be, on the left hand side dy upon dx, and on the right hand side x power 2n by 3 into 2n divided by 3x. Although the question can be just kept here, but if we want to solve it further, I am taking 2 upon 3 n outside, and if x has to be taken, it will be 2n by 3, x power is 2n by 3, and below x power will be 1, so we can take it to be minus 1. So we can write it like that, 2 upon 3n, and x power is, if we take the LCM, 2n minus 3 divided by 3.